Imagine for a second that Apple is cooking up a desktop so powerful, it makes your current setup look like a toaster trying to run Cyberpunk. Picture this: the next Mac Studio, powered by the mythical M5 Ultra chip, swaggering onto the stage like, hey, I just broke physics. Insiders are whispering about a 2026 reveal. That's less of a launch, and more of an extinction event for other desktops. Not just faster. This beast might be teaching AI how to paint your next masterpiece, while you're still deciding what to eat for lunch. This isn't an upgrade. It's Apple rolling up its sleeves and saying, let's rewrite the rules. We're talking a shift so big that Intel and AMD might start applying for therapy sessions. Power, efficiency, and brains that feel imported straight from the future. Rumors say this thing could be Apple's most dangerous desktop yet. The kind that makes even your electricity meter blush. So buckle up, because we're unpacking the chaos, the leaks, the specs that sound made up, the timeline, and why this might finally be the Mac that makes you sell your kidneys willingly. Would you snag one the moment it drops? Or are you holding out for Apple's next episode of Surprise, your wallet's empty? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all, even the unhinged ones. It all started back in 2022, when Apple dropped the first Mac Studio, a tiny metal cube that looked like a lunchbox, but punched like a heavyweight. It ran silently, sat smugly on your desk, and made the Mac Pro look like it needed retirement counseling. With M1 Max and M1 Ultra chips, it was Apple's way of saying, yeah, small things can hurt you. Creators went nuts for it. Pro-level power, without the need to mortgage your house. Then came 2023 with the M2 versions. Sleeker, greener, and smoother. The tech world equivalent of a glow-up. But 2025 tossed us a curveball. The M4 lineup dropped, alongside an M3 Ultra that felt like deja vu. Even diehard fans looked at Apple and went, bro, you good? Enter the M5 Ultra. Apple's redemption arc? And this isn't a small patch update. It's a full-blown exorcism of mediocrity. The leaks point to TSMC's 2-nanometer magic. Yeah, that's tinier than your patience during Windows updates. Shrinking transistors this far means faster speeds, cooler temps, and battery sipping so light it could drink air. Expect a 25 to 30% performance boost over the M4 lineup. Translation, your render times just got bullied. The M4 Mac had a 16-core CPU. The M5 Mac is bumping to 18. Because why stop when you can flex harder? Fuse 2 of those into the Ultra. And boom, a 36-core monster. With 28 performance cores and 8 efficiency ones, all working like a caffeinated orchestra on a deadline. Memory and storage, predictably generous. But with Apple's trademark, yeah, we thought of that energy. Unified memory maxes at 192 gigs, more than most people's brains can handle. And it's so fast, it practically teleports data. You could be juggling multiple 8K projects, 40 Chrome tabs, and a Spotify playlist of sadness, and it won't flinch. SSD storage starts at 1 TB and goes all the way to 8 TB, because apparently, Apple assumes we're all hoarders now. Speeds? Think. Blink, and it's done. Perfect for filmmakers, AI researchers, or anyone who wants to feel superior during team meetings. And here's the secret sauce: unified memory architecture. CPU, GPU, and neural engine, all sharing the same pool. No bottlenecks, no nonsense, just fluid, buttery synergy. It's like having 3 geniuses sharing one brain, and somehow it works. This is the kind of system that turns specs into art. What really sets the M5 Ultra apart isn't just the numbers. It's Apple's audacity. They're not chasing benchmarks. They're rewriting the script for what pro computing even means. A compact desktop that crushes tasks most full towers cry over. If the leaks hold true, it might outperform top-tier Intel and AMD desktop while using less power than your average gaming laptop left on standby. Whisper quiet, thermally angelic, and disgustingly efficient. It's like a Zen monk that bench presses servers. Just imagine it. Your desk clean and calm, while this little cube of death quietly outpaces entire data centers. For editors, coders, designers, or AI tinkerers, this might be the holy grail. A computer that finally matches your ambition and doesn't crash mid-project. Now circling back to the timeline, based on Apple's usual dance, expect the M5 lineup teasing us in late 2025 with the Mac Studio M5 Ultra, stepping into the spotlight by mid-2026, probably stealing the entire WWDC show while Tim Cook grins, like he just hacked the future. If this video made your tech senses tingle, smash that subscribe button before your M1 gets jealous. Share it with your creative crew, your nerdy friends, or that one cousin who still uses Windows 7 for nostalgia. And of course, ring that bell to catch every new leak and launch before the next wallet disaster. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay caffeinated, and remember, the next time your computer lags, just whisper, M5 Ultra is coming, and watch it panic itself into working again. Until next time. On the GPU front, the M4's 40-core setup was impressive, like a small dragon. The M5? We're talking 42 cores. Double it for the Ultra, and you get 84. That's not a GPU. That's a graphics apocalypse. Perfect for editing 8K timelines, building 3D worlds, or running AI experiments that make Skynet nervous. But here's the twist. Beyond the raw numbers, the real magic sits in the neural engine. It's getting such a glow-up. It could host its own skincare commercial, rumored to exceed 40 trillion operations per second. That's faster than your ex replying when they want something. This means all of Apple's new macOS AI wizardry happens right on the device. No lag, no cloud dependency, just raw private power. Imagine editing video, mixing sound, or coding models, all locally. No fan noise, no meltdown, just smooth, creative dominance. Workflows are about to feel like cheating. Renders finish before your coffee cools. 3D simulations unfold seamlessly. And your Mac doesn't even break a sweat. This isn't just performance. It's quiet arrogance. The kind of machine that says, "Oh, was that your final render? Cute." As for design, Apple isn't reinventing the wheel. Because, frankly, the wheel looks hot. The Mac Studio already nails that clean, professional aesthetic. Small enough to fit anywhere. Silent enough to make ninjas jealous. But whispers say we might get a new space black finish. Because let's face it, black makes everything cooler. Your setup will look like it just graduated from villain school. Ports? Oh, Apple's keeping it classy. Front USB-C and SD for your daily hustle. Back ports stacked with Thunderbolt 5 for lightning-fast transfers. HDMI Ethernet. And enough connectivity to make your router sweat. Cooling gets a stealth upgrade. Nothing flashy, but it'll keep that 2nm chip as chill as your friend pretending he's not jealous. Expect improved airflow, so you can render your magnum opus without feeling like you're roasting marshmallows on your desk.